Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we will be covering our topic of monologue and dialogue. The PDF of the video is provided to you in the description box. You can go and check it. Also, the topic monologue is not so important from the exam point of view. So we will have a short discussion on monologue and then we will directly move to the important one, which is dialogue. Dialogue is very important as it comes in the exams, and it is very important from the exam point of view. It comes in 10 to 15 marks. So you need to write a good content for which you need to know what is dialogue, what are its basics, and then we will move on to the formats. So let's start with monologue. The word monologue has its roots in the Greek word monologus, which means speaking alone. It is a speech delivered by one person or a long one-sided conversation. The speaker does all the speaking and no other person get involved in the conversation. He performs all the functions of speaking without expecting or getting feedback. So in monologue, this is basically speaking alone. The speech is delivered by one person, by just one person, or a long one-sided conversation. There is no other person involved in the conversation, and that's why we do not expect any feedback in this type of conversation. It is one sided affair and it is non interactive in nature. Monologue speaks at people, not with people. Okay, this is important. It is necessary that a monologue can be divided only in the beginning but can occur all the time. So these are the examples of monologue. It is frequently used in plays, films, poetry, and novels. So dramatic monologue is when the character addresses to another character or the audience in order to reveal the inner feelings or thoughts of the character. And interior monologue is it is internal where the character talks to oneself in order to understand character's dilemma. It is spoken out loud. It is sometimes used to advance the action. So as I said, monologue is not so important. So you can read this by yourself. These are the purposes, these are the types of monologue, and these are the way of delivery. That's it for monologue. You can have a thorough reading and you will know what is monologue. Let's move on to the dialogue one. Dialogue means a conversational exchange, discussion, or negotiation. It takes place between two individuals. It includes questions and answers, which means the process of feedback takes place in this process. It includes question and answers, requests and information. It is a kind of participatory process in which the person take part to discuss and resolve some issues and arrive at an amicable agreement or settlement. The participants come together to build by mutual understanding across their differences and create positive outcome through conversation. Each participant, in spite of disagreement, tries to take others' concern into consideration. Sometimes one of the participants asks questions and the other answers them. The exchange takes place in a formal or a semi-formal setting. So what is a dialogue? It is a conversational exchange or a discussion or a negotiation, and this type of conversation takes place between two individuals, and this type of conversation includes the question and answers, which means the process of feedback takes place in this type of communication. Also, this builds mutual understanding across their differences, and this creates a positive outcome through conversation. This type of exchange take place in a formal or a semi-formal setting. Let's move on to the objectives. The main objective is to listen to the problem, issue or matter, try to resolve it through conversational exchange and arrive at an amicable solution. So the first objective is to build two parties closer to each other, to bring two parties closer to each other, to dispel misunderstanding between them, to create a climate of mutual trust, to build relationships, to make participants more sympathetic towards one another in spite of their differences, to bring to prepare ground for negotiation, to facilitate decision making. So these were the objectives, and these are the types of dialogue. So there are three types, mainly conversational dialogue, inquiry, and negotiation. So conversational dialogue, the dialogue which take place is between two persons which communicate with a communicational style. Both exchange their views and information in a cordial atmosphere, and they both ask questions from each other. They try to resolve the issues and reach an amicable solution. And the example of this type of conversation is a dialogue between an entrepreneur and a bank manager. Second one is inquiry. The dialogue can also occur to inquire about something. In this case, one of the participants make inquiries and others answer them. And the example is a dialogue between the receptionist and the tourist in the hotel. The third one is negotiation, means reaching on a consensus. It is a process in which two or more negotiating persons or parties takes part. It is a give and take bargaining process. It can be held in formal or semi-formal situations. The prime objective of a negotiation is to arrive at an amicable solution or resolution to a conflict, issues, or deal through dialogue. And the example to it is a dialogue between shopkeeper and customer. So these are the tips to how to be a good conversationalist. Be an active listener, be a smart speaker, be interested, be clear, be polite, be positive, be flexible, use proper body language. Also, this is a brief discussion of the tips of the good conversationalist. You can read this by yourself, and this will help you to write a good content of your dialogue, because you will know what is important in a dialogue writing. Also, these are the examples which I've given you. This will help you to understand how we can write a dialogue. The format is very simple. You write like this: Priya inquiry clerk. Okay, this is the simplest format. Also, this is a very short dialogue, but if you are in a college, you need to write 3 to 4 pages of dialogues, which comes in 10 to 15 marks. So you can go through these examples. I hope this will help you to know dialogue in a better way. So that's it for the video. The PDF is in the description box. You can go and check it, and you can make notes directly from the PDF. Thank you.